What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Thanks for rocking with me. I ask if you would please like and share these videos. Still trying to grow the channel. So let's see what liking and sharing will do. And comment. Please comment if you so choose. Don't be afraid to comment or even write out a lengthy comment. Now, if it go too long, people's attention span ain't gonna be that great. But if you got something to say, put it down in the comment section and let's continue to build this community. I want to talk about holding out until marriage, talking about sex from the female way of thinking, holding out or holding out at least until you know he's the one. And I seen a YouTube short reel where a young lady was speaking on that, saying no cooch to the fellas until the ladies had time to check him out, see if his mask would come off, see if he would change, see if he would be different. Excuse me. If he wasn't getting any cooch. Because obviously, especially for females, once you give up the cooch, emotions and other things will come into play that can affect your perception as to how the man really is. And men do it too. It may not be necessarily emotion, but a woman with good cooch, we will override red flags when we should not do it. Because at the end of the day, it's important, but it's not at the price of our peace on either side. So I want to talk about that. Does that work? Will it work? Can it work? I want to say, in my opinion, from my perspective, anytime in this world that we're living in now, and again, this is not for believers or those that hold fast to the Bible or the Quran or a holy book that you may follow that puts these restrictions. This is not. This is for the other masses of people that in 2025 pretty much is not waiting and doing kind of what we want to do out here in the streets in the world. This is for those people. The masses of people don't really have that kind of dedication to the book as like they try to make it appear. They do. There are those that do, but the masses of people is even behind closed doors. They're doing what they want to do, and we have come to understand that. So for those that are moving that way, can it work? I think clarity and communication is the two most important things that a female has to look at if she's into a guy, but not necessarily going to allow him to have some. I think that clarity of communication and communication is extremely important. You have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? And that explanation has to be clear to the man. Why am I preserving myself and not allowing myself to be involved with you physically? You have to be clear with that reason. He has to understand that you're doing this because you don't want, as I said before, the cloud of emotion and all these other things to mess up your judgment. And you want to be able to have an emotional understanding relationship with this guy where you're looking at the core values and the compatibility that you all have without the use of sex. If a man don't know that, or if you're using sex more as a way to trap him in, then it won't work. If you're going about it where I'm not going to give him any, so he will be forced to hang around me. If this is really what he wants, he's forced to hang around me and date me and get to know me and do all of these things, and that's kind of more your intention of what you're doing. That you're really not trying to grow together. You're more using it like as a carrot in front of a donkey, so to speak. You're more using it as the attractive piece to keep him around long enough. And then here's the prize, because women, for whatever reason, y'all feel like y'all kitty is the ultimate prize, right? That's how y'all feel. That's why y'all both, everybody could be in a relationship getting down, but the woman feel like her kitty. That's the woman that tell the man, you ain't doing nothing for me. And both of y'all getting your rocks off. But all of us, anyway, I digress. If you're using it as a prize, as a manipulation tool, it won't work. Let me tell you why it won't work. Because men can pick up on that. Men will pick up on the fact that you are using that honey pot, that gumbo bowl, that pot of gold that at the end of the rainbow that everybody was looking for. That when I was a kid in Panama, I thought I could get to the end of it, and ran pretty much and walked almost all. I spent a whole day trying to. Now, not I spent a couple hours trying to. It was so close. I thought it's just a block over. Yeah, yeah. Men can pick up on. I see what she trying to do. She trying to make me chase this pot of gold, and we will wait in line and play the game as long as it takes. Once we feel or realize that's what y'all are doing. Yeah, we can be very patient. We'll wait in line and play the game as long as it takes. And then once we get it, one or two times, then we ghost y'all and y'all look up and say, well, my goodness, what happened? Because we were playing, y'all was using it for a manipulation tool. We signed up to play the game. And since it was just a game of how long can you last without the kitty, we lasted 6 months. We lasted 4 months. We got it. We don't have nothing else to do with you. So clarity and communication of the reason why you're doing it is very important. Statistics do show, when we're dealing with marriages, statistics do show that people who have waited till marriage and built the relationship first, that their relationship and their history and their longevity, I believe, is like 20%, 22% higher than those who did not wait. And based on those numbers, those are pretty high numbers. But clarity of communication has to go hand in hand. You have to be able to communicate with this man why you're doing what you're doing, what you expect the outcome to be, as well as you watching him to see how he's growing with you, and also to set those boundaries in place. Because obviously, if you can set a boundary in place that says, hey, this is something that I do not want to do in the dating process, and this man respects your boundaries in the beginning, right? That's part of vetting him out. It should be. That's part of trying to see if this man is worthy for you to spend the rest of your life or at least several years with this guy. Does he have the ability to respect my boundaries? Well, if you set a boundary in place, is that, hey, I would like to get to know you, hang out with you, chill with you, blah, blah, blah. But this right here, I do not want to cross. I don't want to go across this line right here. I want to preserve myself and keep myself for the right one. So we have to just keep doing what we do. And if he's able to respect that boundary from you early in the relationship, then more than likely later on in the relationship, he will also respect your boundaries and your desires. So we do have its good points as far as allowing him to wait to get it into a certain point. Just don't play games with the man. Be very, very clear on what you want, on your intention, on what you want to get out of it, on what the whole plan is going to be, on what the relationship is going to look like. Be very, very clear. But do not use it as manipulation. That's what I want to say. Do not use it as manipulation. And then my last point, remember this, and just keep this in mind. and this go both ways. Whenever you decide and you make him wait, or he get it early, it don't matter, because the thought process is going to be the same. Whenever you decide he has finally passed the test, I'm going to put this thing on him. Because see, y'all be knowing. The women be knowing. The women be knowing we going out tonight. And when we get done, before we will go out and he would drop me off, and then, he would say, you want me to come up for a little while? That's our little hook. You want me to come up for a little while? We ain't gotta do nothing, Netflix and chill. I'll just rub your feet. I'll just scratch, your scalp. I'll just do, I'll wash you. Whatever we gotta say to get up in there, right? For weeks, for months, y'all like, nah, I'm good. I'm tired. I'm tired. I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta do this project, blah, blah, blah. Y'all get out of it, right? But then okay, tonight I'm gonna get this man some. So you go get a whole new outfit. You got fresh lingerie on. You got fresh, your little underwear, little pants. You got brand new ones on. Take the tag off. Don't leave the tag on, because then he gonna know what you up to later on. You got all this stuff fresh on, because he gonna ask to come in. When he asks to come in, and then you finally, at that point, you say, well, yeah, I don't mind, y'all get busy. Keep this in mind. No matter how long he wait, whether it's short time or long time, keep this in mind. And just remember, and it go both ways. I'm just speaking from a man point of view. If the kitty ain't no good, he ain't gonna stay anyway. Y'all heard what I said? And I'm being a little funny, I'm being a little facetious, but it's the reality of it. You can make him wait 6 months. He a gentleman. Open the door, carry your groceries, put gas in your car, cut your grass, give you a little money, help you when you down, help you study, read to you what you need to study for your degree, read back some of the questions, look up some of the answers, help you set up your screen work, whatever you got to do. Yeah, take you to the hospital, because we going through menopause now. You got to go to the hospital once in a while. See why you sweating so much in the middle of the night. Yeah, he dropped you off, wait in the lobby. Oh, this is a good man. The women in reception, they think he your husband. Nah. He's just my boy. He a nice looking man. It was girl, I wouldn't let go of him. Yeah, all that. He ain't getting no kitty, because you setting the boundaries. You got your stuff in place. But just remember, Professor X told you. It's just the world that we live in. It's just the way that the TI is. When you decide that this is the night, because y'all ain't been together yet. Y'all probably done talked about it. He probably done told you some of the things that he liked, some of the ways that he like it. You probably have shared with him some of the things that you like, some of the ways that you like it. And when y'all get in that room and y'all ain't had each other yet, 33 minutes later, he laying on the bed. Y'all both laying there. He looking up at the little star stuff that you put in your ceiling that you can see when you turn the lights off, like you in the middle of the universe. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When he look up and looking at Jupiter, Neptune, and Mars on your ceiling, he thinking to himself. He talking to himself. You can't see it. He talking to himself. Man, I really enjoyed that. That was really good. Yeah, I got a good one here. I got a winner. Or, man, I don't know. This ain't really what I thought it was. This ain't really what I'm into. I don't really want this no more like that. Yeah, it ain't smell right. I took the S on smell. It ain't smell right. I ain't like it. And if he thinking any of them things, regardless of what you put into place, he ain't gonna stay anyway. So move with precaution, move wisely. Don't use it as a weapon. The main thing you focus on is clarity and communication. Make sure you're on the same page. Make sure your values are the same. What y'all want out of life is the same. Grow it that way first. And just remember, when he do get it, if he don't like it, he still ain't gonna stay. Bye.